Hi everyone, what I'm going to try and do with the video that was sticking and a lot of people, well, everybody had problems watching it. It wasn't a particularly easy one to watch because of the poor quality. The laptop was struggling while I was recording. Anyway, it's there if you want to watch the original. But people have asked me if I can explain what was going on, so I'm going to try and do that now. I'm playing the original video, which is what you see. I'm not going to play the audio for you, I'm just going to play that through the headphones so that I can hear what I was saying, which could get a bit weird, and I'll try and explain what the hell I was doing. So if I play the video, I will try and fast forward where there's not too much going on. I was favouring Pliskova in this one. She'd served really well in the last round and I expected her to do the same in this one. Potapova was only 17, quite inexperienced on the main tour. But as you'll have seen, if you watch the match or if you watched the last video, she's playing pretty well. And actually today, what time is it? She will be playing in the semi-finals. So she played well in the last round as well. Okay, well, let's concentrate on this one. She looked quite nervous at the start. And because my actions were clouded, guided, affected by the fact that I thought Pliskova was going to play the same way that she did in the last match. If I just step through the first few points here, Pliskova does get to break point. I say because she looked nervous, I've decided to put a part stake bet in. I just couldn't get beyond the fact that I expected Pliskova to win. So you see that's gone in at 165. Reasonably happy with that because I expected her to be able to win. And fairly comfortably, if I'm honest. So there she is at break point. In a way, I was hoping she didn't break because I wanted to get money on at a higher price. But if she had gone on, the reasoning that I entered there is if she does go on to win easily, I'll certainly win the set easily. I didn't want to miss out. I was that confident that Pliskova was going to take it. Okay, so she saves it, game point, and she holds. Okay, so just step through. Pliskova holds fairly easily. Pressure again from Pliskova on the Potapova serve, reinforcing that at the time that my original opinion was correct. Okay, she didn't get a break point that time, so we're back to prices roundabout where I've entered. Takes it to deuce, gets a break point. Deuce again, game point, deuce again, break point, and she does break. So there I'm thinking that backing at 165 probably being justified. The match is going exactly as I expected it to. No point doing anything with the position there. I'd wanted to get more money into the market. I'm certainly not going to back lower than the 165 that I've got in. Okay, next game. See there, Potapova's got 2 break points. Now, I've expected Pliskova to serve the same as she did in the last round. If she'd served the same, she wouldn't be in danger of getting broken here. And actually does go on to get broken. She saves 1. And she's broken back, so we're back on serve. More or less where I've entered. At this point, I'm thinking, well, that's okay. It's early days. Maybe a few nerves knocking about from both players. And now I've still got a chance to add to the position at a higher price. Let's step forward a little bit further. Potapova this time a little bit better on her serve and hold, so she's in the lead. Oops, I've done something else there. Let's just step that back. Okay, I decided that we were at a pretty decent price based on what I thought pre-match. Add to the position at 193. To me, I'm thinking that's a pretty strong position. Let's see how it progresses. Comfortable hold, at least 1 ace in that game. Potapova's nerves that she had in the first couple of games, seem to have disappeared. Holds to love. Okay, just keep stepping through. Bit of pressure now on Pliskova's serve, and she does face a break point. What I've done there at break point is I've added to my position. Nothing too bad had gone wrong at this point. Obviously, she's facing break point now. A lay, it was actually matched at, as you can see there, 174. Not a huge addition, but to my mind, it moved my break-even figure to above evens. And if I really favour Pliskova as much as I did, that's a pretty good position. Let's see what happens. She saves the break point, face another one, saves it again, game point, and she holds. So right now this is going, I didn't expect them to be at 4-all, but I'm in a strong position, a little bit of profit so far, and obviously what I'd be looking for would be for her to break. In this next game. How do I get rid of that down the bottom? Go away. Go on, bugger off. Can I step forward with... I can't. Excellent. Use geese. Use geese. Steps forward a little bit too far, but anyway. Potapova's serve. Pliskova gets break point. So I'm thinking everything's fine. Everything's going as I thought it would. Saves it. Potapova holds. Starting to get a little bit worried at this point. I didn't expect Potapova to keep it this close. Pliskova's had her chances, hasn't taken them. So I'm now starting to think I'm not sure I'm on the right side. We see from this game, stepping it too far, is that? Well, something I've missed. Let's just step back. Right, this was a point. 30 all at 4 all. I'm beginning to think that I'm on the wrong side, or I've certainly put too much faith in Pliskova. Okay, now she does have a break point there. Drops the price to 158. And I take that opportunity to reduce my liability. Now, obviously, if she does break there, I'm going to be kicking myself. But risking 280, it's getting close to the end of the set. The price is going to start bouncing around quite a bit. And I take the opportunity there to take some liability out. And what I do is I lay $200 at 179. I think I did that just before she got the break point, in fact, because as you can see there, the price has gone lower. But what I've done, and I think I moved the Potapova ladder so that I could see where her price would be and what my position would be if she was to take the set. I think I roll that down. See, she's got break point there. She again is saved. No, game point there. Get it right. Saved, game point, saved, game point, takes it. So she's leading 5-4. Obviously, if Pliskova had broken there, I'd be kicking myself. I would still be in profit, but I've just reduced the numbers in the game. I'm not risking as much. You can actually see on the screen there, my break-even figure now is at 1. I'm green down to 1.89 on the Potapova ladder, which is where it is currently. The way the match has gone, I'm now starting to realise it's not going to be as easy as, what a genius, it's not going to be as easy as I expected, and I just wasn't happy with having that much money on the wrong side, potentially. And I think I did make the comment in the video, actually, because I'm stepping through, I don't need the headphones because I can't hear anything anyway. So let's go on to the next game. Pliskova serving. 15-30 down. I expected the set price, if Potapova gets a break here, to be about 1.5, and I still think that was the correct price that it should have been. As we'll see, it did drop further. So there, she's at set point. If it does drop, you can see there at 1.5, if you look on the right hand side, my red position there is £23. So given that I've got it wrong, she's lost a set instead of running away with it. And we can see the price at the minute there, just as the points being scored at 159. So I'm thinking 1.5 seems about right. There's then a little bit of what I think is an overreaction, and the price drops down to 138. So a little bit bigger loss than I expected. Still, that's a small loss. That's nothing that would bother me at all. But at 138, you can walk away. I just think I've got it wrong. But I'm still thinking Pliskova's going to come back. So I get in with a lay. In fact, that lay's gone in there at 138, 150. Because Pliskova's not the player I expected, or the level that she's playing at isn't as I expected, I haven't gone in too big. But we'll see how this one goes. Keeping an eye on any other bets I put in. Potapova serving. Okay, looked like she was going to hold easily. Gets dragged back to deuce. So again, I'm starting to think, well, maybe we're going to see a comeback here. She does hold. Pliskova, nice easy hold to 15. So again, still feeling confident that she's going to come back. Potapova holds to 15. No pressure. Disappointed when you've put a lay in. You want to see some pressure from your player. Now some pressure on Pliskova's serve. And the market's starting to give up on her. However, she does rally and comes through 2-all. Potapova now serving, excuse me, serving much better. She's at 40 love again, does serve out to love. Pressure on Pliskova's serve again. Price is down to 1.2. I'm now glad I haven't gone in bigger on the lay at 138. But it's getting to the point where, I mean, with 74 red, she's still in the set. She hasn't been broken. So concerned at this point, let's say. And we see there she has got break point and does break. So now a set. The player that I thought was going to run away with this is now a set and a breakdown. The price has gone to 109. They've really written her off. Now you can see I'd actually laid. Where did I lay there? You see where that. See, there's a lay at. What the hell was I doing? What the hell was I doing there? Hang on a minute. Did I have a mental breakdown at that point? Let's try and use the keys. Okay, so she gets broken. I've entered it there. mentioned in the comments of the previous video, it's really, well, we've had some really hot weather anyway, and I have a fan in the office and also have the window open. I'm sat right by a window because I didn't want the fan to affect the sound of the video, and I didn't want the kids playing outside to affect it. I turned the fan off and I shut the window, so it was like a little oven in here for 2 hours. And in the middle of all this, I didn't realise it, but I was really dehydrated, and I think that must have affected my brain a little bit. I'm just trying to figure out what I actually did here. I backed her at 332. I don't know what I was thinking. What I've done is I've backed her as the price went down at 114, which is a little bit ridiculous. Pliskova has then rallied. I can come back a little bit and saved a break point. So I've laid Potapova at 123. The price has now dropped again. She's got break point. I can't explain that other than I've lost my head a little bit. I've backed it at a stupid price just to try and cut down. Let's see what it did to my position if I can catch it in between those two. It all happened very quickly. I can't step through. Right, oops, that's too much. That's too much. This seems to have happened pretty quickly, and it is within the space of a single point. I just don't seem to be able to step through. I basically think I've tried to reduce my liability. When she then came back or saved the break point, I've laid at 123. She's now got break point again. I have reduced my liability, but not a lot, by about £12. Crazy. We all do crazy shit. And we can see here that she does go on to break. So by this time, I believe at this point I threw my arms in the air and thought, fuck, and said, I think I said, fuck it. Pretty much all gone wrong. What I have done there is place a lay. I just thought, well, if Potapova's going to choke or get tight, this is the time she's going to do it. She's playing a reasonably high profile player. She's a set and a break up. She's going to get nervous. So I laid at 109. Now I had some comments from one guy in the previous video saying, well, what's the point? Why did you only lay at 300? You should have laid for 1,000 and you could have got profit. By this time, apart from being pissed off, apart from being dehydrated, and apart from being wrong, completely wrong, so I don't really trust Pliskova now at this point. This was about the time that I gave up on her. But it's 1.08. One breakdown, an inexperienced player, setting a break up. She may start thinking ahead to the next round and could switch off a little bit. You've got to lay at 108. Sorry, 109. However, I don't want. Because I've given up on Pliskova, I want to keep it. I don't want to put too much in, because if she does go on to hold, whatever liability I add on with the 109 lay, I'm going to lose. You know, there's no way. We're pretty much at the end of the set. There's no way that you could really trade out of it to save you anything if it goes wrong. So that was the reason. I wasn't trying to. He questioned, how can I make money? when I'm in damage limitation mode. In damage limitation mode, it rarely ends in profit. You're limiting the damage. And I wanted a balance between how much I risked and how much I could save. And 300 did it for me. Rightly or wrongly, it's me placing the trades, and that's what went on there. So let's see how this game progresses. Okay, she's at deuce. Pliskova has the break point and does get the break. So I have improved the situation a little. We're now at 56 red. Got to give her a chance. Because I was in before the last game started, I can afford to stay in. If she gets broken again, it's going to be down to 108, 109. So I could get out for the same position or just suck it up and take it. So let's see if she can hold. 30 love. 40 love. Hold to love. Right. This situation, we're looking at 17 red. Profit is in sight. She's just broken and then she's held to love. You've got to stay in. You've got to stay in. There's a chance there that momentum is shifting. There's a little bit of ego that maybe I was right after all. She's just taken a long time to get going. So I stayed in to see if she could get the break. Okay, she's at 30-15. I wish I knew how to step this forward a frame at a time, but I don't. I'm trying to find the point where I got out. I think she got to 40-15, and that's when I just took the hedge. Or actually, looking at that, the hedge figure there is £34, and that's what I came out with. So I thought, screw this, she's not going to win. I've saved myself a little bit, saved myself probably 70 quid loss, and I hedged. As you can see, the next time I step it forward, there's a back bet at 1.3, which proved to be right. I did that before the bottom overheld, and that was all I did on the match. In the other video, I did let it play out. We can fast forward without watching it all. 15 love, she's serving for the match. 30 love. She gets to deuce. I'm thinking that got out too soon. That's Pliskova's serve, sorry. And then a break point. And the match. So I don't know if that's going to be a views 21. Hopefully it is. And I'll leave it at that. See you on the next video.